Okay, so this is just a what if video. I'm not saying Adesanya is straight up gonna beat Whitaker. I've already made 3 videos about that. But let's just say he does beat Whitaker. Who's next? Dana White has publicly announced that he would like to see this fight happen between Kamaru Usman and Israel Adesanya. Look, as we all know, Usman is the best fighter right now in the UFC. He's the pound for pound king. He knocks out people. He takes people the distance and dominates them. Aside from Colby Covington, nobody has given this guy a fight. Okay. Similar can be said about Adesanya outside of the one loss he had at light heavyweight. And that's not even his division. So, who would win, and how would it go? Well, it all depends how the fight goes. Look, Usman, I think, is a superior fighter. But Adesanya is such an elite kickboxer. Not many people are going to beat Adesanya standing up in a kickboxing match. I don't think Usman is one of them. I know he had the one-punch knockout over Masvidal, but other than that, he hasn't really shown me as far as knocking somebody clean out in a fight like that. You know, he knocked out Covington. He TKO'd him, but it wasn't a situation where he hit him one punch and finished it like that. So, clearly, Adesanya has the stand-up advantage. But I do think Usman can hang with him on the feet if he gets inside his range. See, Israel's advantage is his length and the long legs, long arms, being able to stick somebody and move like he did with Joel Romero, like he did with Whitaker until he finished him the first time, like he did with Costa, using his range and not just standing in front of him. So for Adesanya to win this fight, clearly he would have to get a TKO or a KO, and clearly he can do that with anybody. That includes Usman. What he doesn't need to do is go into Usman's game. Let Kamaru take him down and ground and pound him and hold him there. Because if he does that, he'll beat Adesanya. Maybe even submit him. Who knows? Because usually guys that wrestle good know a few submissions here and there. And even though we haven't seen it, it's obviously a possibility out of Usman. So who would win? There's really no advantage going to middleweight or welterweight. I think Usman would win this fight. Because look at how he wrestles people, how he throws people around. And if he has to stand with you, he has no problem with that. He can beat you on the feet too. Even though, like I said, I think clearly the advantage on the feet, the edge goes to the last style bender. I just don't want to say he'll beat Usman straight up there. Because again, Usman can hit hard. He's broken jaws and he's knocked guys out on the feet that were supposed to be stand-up guys. So anything's possible. And I doubt Adesanya would be able to keep him from grabbing him and grappling him and doing what he wants to do with him. So, I gotta say Usman. Would he finish Adesanya? Yeah, he could. But, I mean, I think he would rather, I think if he fought him the smart way, I think he would probably take this fight the distance and win a 50-44, 50-45, something pretty one-sided like he had with Masvidal and Damian Maia, Dos Anjos with those guys. That's how I see Usman beating him. Clearly, if Adesanya wins the fight, he'd have to finish it soon. He'd have to finish it early, knock him out, and he can do that. But I would just give the advantage to Usman. Like, I know Blachowicz had a size advantage over Adesanya, but clearly he did not do good against a guy that knew how to wrestle somewhat. Imagine Usman wrestling him, think about that. I know there's not a size advantage, but still, Usman's a beast. He's the best fighter in the world right now. Best mixed martial arts fighter. Nothing against Canelo. But, Usman would probably tear him up. And I love Adesanya, but that's just how I feel.